Hi beautiful people, welcome to Kate's Space. Thanks so much for joining me. And I am doing a couple of prompts for Junk Journal January today. There's so much going on here in my studio. It's a complete mess, which is not really how you want to start the year. But anyway, I decided that before the Pahutakawa flowers completely were gone, I should do some eco printing. So I did some yesterday, and then David went for a hunt and he came back with a branch of Pahutakawa flowers from further south, which were so they're later blooming there. So I've been doing the same today. I'll show you a video of what they look like just right here. So they're all lying on my floor behind me. So that's the mess, and the mess on my desk trying to clean up from Christmas, but I'm not winning, but that's okay. Doesn't matter. I'm in a creative mess. I have what my David calls a creative gin. He said, do you want a creative gin? I said, what? Well, what's a creative gin? He goes, a gin you have when you're being creative. I'm going, absolutely, bring it on. So obviously it's the evening. It's not breakfast time. That would be interesting. But I wanted to do some more prompts. I did Throwback the other day because I don't know, I just found that hard. I didn't want to spend ages looking for a photo because that's what I could see myself doing. So I decided to do some collaging, try and channel Meg a little bit. Still got to practice that. And then I did this sort of cut out from a sewing pattern. Yeah, so it's, what is it, day 6 today, and I'm a little bit behind. So I'm going to do a tuck spot. Now, I thought about tuck spots, and I was just going to cut the top off this envelope and put something over here and put something in there, but then I realised that's a pocket. So I watched Emma Durran's, go over and watch her video. She does the one for tuck spot, and it's really good. She said a tuck spot sort of just on 2 sides or 3 stuck down, more than a pocket. Anyway, whatever, semantics. But I thought, oh, that's interesting. So I thought I would continue Throwback over a little bit because I did actually get this photo out, which is adorable, of my 2 eldest daughters who are now 30 and 31. Yeah. And I love this photo. They just look so adorable, and they are very, very close in age. Obviously they're 11 months apart. So I thought I might tuck this into my tuck spot. Also, I've got this paper which is really I've had for forever, and I thought I might just do a little tuck spot down the side here, a little bit reminiscent of what Heather from Ruby and Pearl did for the Christmas craft off. So some embossed paper and some other papers sort of tucked in. So I'm gonna tear down here. So I've got the swans where I want them. I'm trying to remember what this paper is. It's really old. And oh, I didn't really want that to happen. They were having a big sale, and I bought a whole box of stuff, and it was really exciting for me. It's quite a few years ago. We were living here, but it might be even 5 years ago. Anyway, so so this is gonna be a bit bulky, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna just rough it up a bit because it is cardstock. That's okay, and I'm gonna put that down the side, I think, and tuck the photo in there. Yeah, but I don't really need it to be that wide. How much of the swans can I cut off and it will still look all right? So let's make it there, 1 3/4, shall we? Sort of there. Yeah, let's do that. I kind of like the swan cardstock. So I'm going to glue that there, and we're going to have the wee swans. There. How is everybody? I hope you're all well. I'm loving what all the takes on the prompts for Junk Journal January, and just what everyone's doing, just amazing things. I want to put a little bit of embossed paper. So I'm going to put some white embossed paper down here. This is going to be another simple one. I'm really working hard on not spending a load of time sort of thinking and changing and swapping things out, because that's the way I get behind, and then I don't catch up, or then it becomes I get a bit stressed. So trying to avoid that. I'd quite like to stitch it. I'm just thinking, what colour thread do I have on my machine? But I feel like it needs something else. I've got another little bit of embossed paper here, but I don't really want to cover over my swan. I could layer them like that. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And then I don't know whether to put some pattern paper under here. Maybe something that's not pink, a bit more neutral. I've got this digital here, which I've done some texture paste on, and while the thing with the texture paste, it does actually make the digital bleed if it's an inkjet. Well, it does if it's too wet. Quite like that. Might use that. Let's see what that looks like. Let's just tear it. The other thing I've been doing today, while I've been waiting for my eco dyes to boil and bubble away, I've been working on creating a writing journal. My sister Jo has encouraged me to make one. She's inspired me she made herself one, and she's been writing in it each day. I don't think that I'm going to be able to write in it every day. Actually, I wish I'd made that longer now. Oh, I still can. Yeah, I want to get in. You guys all know I want to start my journaling and get it to be a regular practice in my life. So this is just specifically going to be a writing journal. And oh, where's my other bit of, there. Yeah, so I decided that I would try and sew in the most signatures I've ever sewn in, and so it has 15 signatures in it. It was quite the task to sew them in. So I've been doing that today as well. So I have been busy, been to the gym. See, that's quite a big tuck spot, and I've only got this tiny little photo, but that's okay. So that's kind of fun, and I might sew it. So I'm just going to go over to my sewing machine. Okay, so there's our wee tuck spot. So there we go. And then when I turn this over for the next prompt, we'll have this down here, but I'm probably going to cover this up and turn that into a thing. So I wonder if I should cut that off now. I don't want it to be super wonky, but that's okay. Okay. So I'm going to glue that onto the envelope. Well, the other lovely thing I've discovered is we've got these Californian quails in our garden. And I heard a racket the other day, and I was going out to my veggie garden to do a bit of weeding, and I saw the ginger cat come sort of out of there, and goodness me, the quails were making such a racket. And then I saw these little babies, well, I actually only saw one, go running through the sort of, all the undergrowth and stuff, and I thought, oh no, I hope the cat hasn't got my quails. But then I saw them yesterday on the lawn, this lawn just really near our house, and cats weren't bothering them at all, and there they were just with their babies, 5 babies, and oh my gosh, they're so adorable. So that's exciting. And then today David saw them go into the woodshed, and then there's a little hole in the woodshed between, and he reckons maybe their nest is between the woodshed and the fence next door. So that's comforting to know that I think they're going to be okay. Right, so I need to glue that all down. Yeah, so I love my birds. And my naughty cat who disappeared and then came back again, then disappeared again and wasn't here when we went on holiday. Someone put on the local Facebook page that, does anyone know who there's a grey cat at such and such this place down from where I live. And it was my neighbour, and I said, oh, Anne, it might be my cat. She keeps disappearing. Anyway, I went down there and when I got back from holiday, and there she was. So she keeps going back down there, but as soon as you call her, she comes meowing, running up to you. They have, oh, I made that too short. They have been feeding her, which is a problem. And so I've asked them to maybe stop doing that. Maybe stop feeding her. Oh well, we've got a gap at the top and the bottom. It doesn't matter. I kind of want to see the swans, or I could cover it over with some more embossed paper, but I kind of like the swans, so... Yes, so I've been going and getting her a couple of times a day and bringing her back home and feeding her and patting her and generally being nice. She doesn't seem to appreciate it because she keeps going back. There's no one living in the house at the moment. And yeah, so I think they have been feeding her. So once that stops, I hope that she will start coming back home and spending less time up there because the food's here. I don't know what her problem is, but anyway. So yeah, she's been here most of the day. I went and got her in the morning and then fed her something yummy and then put her on our bed. So there's a little photo peeking out there. I'm pretty unhappy about how that looks. That was a bit of a mistake, but we make mistakes. So I could put some more paper there, maybe like that. Yeah. My rose bush that I planted before Christmas has 5 rose buds on it, so I'm very excited about that and looking forward to those blooming. One's about to bloom. So that's great, and then hopefully I will be able to learn how to prune it and keep it alive over. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that in there. Not ideal, but that's okay. It's my journal. It's just a mistake. It doesn't matter. Yeah, so hopefully I will learn how to look after that rose bush, and if I am successful with that, then I am going to get another one. The other thing I actually wanted to slip into here was this beautiful piece of watercolor art that was sent to me by Dagmar. Thank you, Dagmar. She sent me a lovely Christmas Happy Mail, which was here when I got home from my holiday. It was so beautiful, and I really want to keep this, a record of this. But it's a little bit big to fit in this journal, so I wonder if it might have to end up going in my big journal, or I could cut it down. I could tear it and turn it and make it into a tag, back it with something. watercolor painting's one thing that I don't do. I'm not good at it. But I love this. I love what she's done. So, but I'm thinking, oh, it's probably, oh, I could take the top off. Yeah, we could fit it in if we cut it about there. If we rip it off about there. And I'm going to pop that under there. And I'm going to back it onto something. I'm going to back it with something. And then I've got my wee flower, little girls there. So that's that page done. The next one is, what have we got next? Daily log. We have to think about that. How long have we been going? We've been going 20 minutes, so I might just call it a day. Tuck spots are great in journals because, you know, you can tuck things in that you don't know where else to put them. Yep. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it at that actually, and get this video up, and then I'll do another one catching up on the other prompts, hopefully tomorrow, which is Saturday. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and hope you are getting involved with Junk Journal January. If you're not and you have only just thought about it, I'll put all the details below. It's run by Meg Journals. It's free, it's fun, and it certainly gets you working in your journal. And even if you know, you keep the prompts really simple like what I'm doing, it's still a lot of fun, and it's good to use the journals, especially if you're a journal maker. It's fun to use the journals that you make. All right, we'll see you again soon in the next video. Bye.